Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. Had to take a break from Metroid Prime 4 to make a couple of Pokemon videos before the new DLC drops. In my opinion, these are probably the most important things you should do before the DLC drops. Obviously, you should have beaten the game by now to access this or to do all this stuff. If you haven't beaten the game yet, disregard this and come back and check it after you've beaten the game, because otherwise it's not very pointless. Although, some of the stuff you can do before you beat the game. So, first thing you want to do is you want to make sure all your moves for your main team are all plus moves, and you want to make sure they're all hyper trained so they're ready and at their absolute strongest before we pretty much try to tackle some of those over level 100 Pokemon in those trailers. So hyper training. What is hyper training? Well, hyper training, you're going to need some bottle caps, and I only have a few left because I've been hyper training my Pokemon. You need these in order to hyper train them, and I believe you get them from online battles and some of the story battles, and the ZA ticket battles give you these points too. So there's that. And I'm probably not 100% correct on those, but sound off the comments below for those. So the first thing you want to do is hyper train your Pokemon, and it'll blacklist ones that you've already done. And what's cool is they have the judging function pretty much unlocked right away, which is really nice. And as you can see, it says hyper trained. So any stat that's not maxed out as far as like boosting goes, you can do that. You can also increase it with Carbos, Zinc, Protein. We'll get to that in a second. But let's go over to, I want to say Raichu, because he's going to be in DLC, and I've been trying to get him up to stuff for this. So what's cool is a gold bottle cap will raise all the stats that need it, right? Other bottle caps, so let's say you only need one stat increased, I would use one of those. Otherwise, you're wasting your gold ones. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So, bottle caps. So, he only has 2. Some of them might have all 5 if it's not a really good Pokemon, like it has low stats or okay stats. Since his is almost all maxed out, you would want to use the normal ones. That's what's cool about the gold bottle caps, is it'll do all of them. But unfortunately, with these, it takes up more than one. But there you go. So for this video, we'll do it real quick. I was going to use him anyway, so be very careful with those because they're hard to get, the bottle caps. I'm done. Raichu is even stronger now, blah, blah, blah. No more hyper training. I'm going to show you the super stats now. Boom. Now the 2 weaker spots are hyper trained. So that's really sweet. And another thing you can do with that is right here, HP up, and this is permanent increases. Protein increases attack stats, iron is defense, calcium is special attack, zinc is special defense, Carbos is speed. So you can get these. These are pretty easy to get in this game compared to the last couple games, or all the games. They'd always be super expensive later on, and they would have like that in-game like battle court thing where you'd have to use points to get one protein, and it was a pain in the butt to get. They made it a lot easier in this one, so that's really nice. So yeah, you can increase your stats with those also. Now, the other thing here, which is plus moves. So if you look at your Pokemon, see that little C+ marker next to them? Those moves? You're going to make sure all your moves are plus moves. Otherwise, they're not going to be as strong for that DLC that's going to drop tomorrow. So make sure all your moves that you have on your team, because some of them, when you teach them a TM move, or I'm old, so I want to say HM move, but they're all TMs now. Thank God they did that, because it sucked when the TMs would disappear. It's like, no, I need another one, right? Sometimes you'd only get one of those TMs. Anyway, so you want to make sure all these are C+ moves. That way you can do powered up moves while not Mega Evolved. And you could also, obviously, when you're Mega Evolved, they're all powered up moves. So there's that. So let's show you what the item looks like. It's one of these, Seeds of Mastery. And look how many I have, 116. Because I just started doing this like a couple days ago, because I didn't really care at the point, because I'm like, I don't know what my main team's going to be. Obviously, my main team, I'd have done it, but yeah. So, I'll show you how this works. Seeds of Mastery. And it only takes 1, which is really nice. Oh, so we're going to do Mewtwo. I think he only has 1 move that needs to be turned into a plus move. And that's Hyper Beam. So we're going to use that to turn Hyper Beam into a plus move. make it a plus move. And here we go. Whoosh. Hiya! Mewtwo's Hyper Beam move can now be used as a plus move. Nice. And you can do that. There's no limit on it unless you, of course, you run out of the items. So, the next thing you want to do, and I can't believe I didn't figure this out until, I want to say yesterday, because I wasn't really paying attention to it when they first showed this off. I didn't think they would increase stats and stuff that much. But you definitely want to go to do this. And again, just for reference, I keep hitting the wrong button because I was playing Metroid. You're going to want to go see the Racine construction for this. And this guy right here, these little screws that you've been probably collecting for the whole game, the colorful screws, the ones with the big purple light that you collect. I had about almost 100 of them. And I'm like, what are these for? I totally spaced on that because I must have skipped it when I was playing the game or not paying attention. Well, this guy right here, you go to trade, and look at what these plushies do. I can't believe I played for 70 hours and I didn't buy any of these. Let that sink in. Hopefully you don't make the same mistake. Hopefully this video helps you. So, first one is Red Canary Plushie. It says a plush doll of Canary that holds a red charm. Having one of these increases experience points your Pokemon gets by a lot. And they can all go up to level 3. So there's 3 different versions you can buy of each one. And I managed to max them all out, and I went from earning, $20,000 for the night thing with the bonus, all the way to earning like 200 to 300,000 in-game money. I'm like, holy crap, what a huge difference. So if you're trying to earn money, very helpful. So yeah, there's the experience points one that helps you level up faster, and you're going to need that for that in-game content. Gold, prize money. Pink is those mega shards all over the city. I got all but 2 mega stones without any of this at all. And I'm like, man, this takes forever. Why don't they have a quicker system for this? Well, they did. And my dumbass didn't notice or made that connection until I just went and did this. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So I did this, and I instantly got enough points. It went from earning like 2 to 5 for breaking those things to like 8 to 15 for breaking those things. I'm like, so yeah, you're going to want that to unlock all that stuff. Plus, they have cool items in there like focus bands, and it increases your stats. Also, you can buy all the experience cubes and items to level up lower level Pokemon. If you want to level up, let's say you get a new shiny and you want to level up right away, there you go. Then we got the green one, which makes it so you don't take as much damage when you're doing those big boss battles. Like right now, I'm trying to get Zygrade, and he knocked me out right at the last possible second because I was switching out Pokemon as he was attacking like an idiot. And so now, it should be a lot easier to catch. He's level 84, so that's what I'm going to go do after I make this video. And then the blue Canary plushie makes it so catching Pokemon is much more likely. So if you find a giant Pokemon in Route Zone 20, or a shiny, or that stupid Beldum thing that's impossible to catch down below in the old Flare Team base, I finally caught one of those, by the way. This will help with that tremendously, especially when you go shiny hunting. You're going to want this unlocked too. So this is one of the first ones I bought. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And I almost caught all the Pokedex before I got this too. So I've been playing the game on hard mode, if that makes any sense. So, oh, I'm surprised I kept playing it. So there you go. That's what those do. And to me, those are probably the 2 most important things you're going to want to do before the DLC drops. Thank you for watching. Sound off comments below if you got anything to add to the video. Don't be a jerk. I deal with plenty of jerks at work. I don't need to deal with jerks on YouTube. Although, I get it. Whatever. Be a jerk if you want, I guess. Thanks for watching, and stay frosty.